War. War never changes.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Victory Gaming Network. So today I'm going to be giving you guys my review of Darkest Dungeon. This was a Kickstarter-funded indie game, and so far I'm really liking this game. It's very awesome, and it's actually quickly becoming one of my favorite games. So the story here basically is that your ancestor kind of just delved too greedily and too deep, and unleashed eldritch horrors, and basically you have inherited the hamlet, and it's your job to basically clean it up. So most of the game you're going to be spending most of the game cleaning up, dungeons and things. So this is very much a Lovecraftian sort of dungeon crawler, but it is very unique in many different ways. For example, all your heroes have stress level bars, or stress bars, which indicate the amount of stress that each of your heroes are under, and they can end up actually dying from a heart attack simply due to being too stressed out. Your heroes can also pick up certain negative quirks or things like that, where they can become selfish or masochistic. And these can impact the combat significantly. So yeah, those are very problematic. One thing you can do when your heroes develop these negative quirks and things like that is they can be cured in the asylum, which is another part of the game that I want to get to, which is in between your dungeon crawling. You're going to be going back to the hamlet, where you can send your heroes to the tavern or the abbey, and basically the tavern and the abbey can be used as stress relievers for your heroes, so it reduces their amount of stress that they're under. You also have a stagecoach, which is what is used to recruit new heroes, which thankfully recruiting new heroes is free. You don't have to pay anything to recruit new heroes, which is very good thing, because your heroes are going to die quickly and quite often. This game is very challenging, and you also have a blacksmith, which you can use to upgrade your heroes' gear and equipment and things like that, as well as a guild, which is used to upgrade your heroes' different abilities and things like that as well. Now the combat and dungeon crawling is what I want to get to next, and I very much enjoy this. Basically, before you can even start a dungeon, you have to provision for your selected heroes, your group of 4 heroes that you select. And when you provision, you have to buy food. You have to buy torches, which are very important. You have a light level during your dungeon crawling segments. And when that light level, you replenish it with torches, or you can let it die out completely, in which you will be doing a lot of, your dungeon crawling, the enemies will fight a lot harder, so your battles are going to be a lot more difficult, but they're also going to reward a lot better stuff. So it's very much a high risk, high reward type scenario, which is very cool. One thing that I do want to mention is that the narrator here is fucking awesome. I love the narration in this game. It's phenomenal. It's some of the best I've actually seen in quite a while, or I should say heard.
You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor.
Now, another unique mechanic in this game is when you're dungeon crawling, you're going, depending on the length of the dungeon, whether it's short, medium, or long, in addition to the difficulty level and things like that, you will have firewood, which you can use to have your heroes kind of camp out for the night. And when they do that, you can use that time to reduce stress, recover health, etc., which is a very nice change. It's going to be very much needed, especially on the long dungeons. Some of your heroes as well, their heroes will also be leveling up. And if your heroes get too awful high, they will actually not even go on lower dungeons, which is very cool. Can be very frustrating, but it's a very cool. So, in short, I love Darkest Dungeon. It is one of the best games I've played in quite a while. So if you guys have not played this yet, I definitely suggest checking it out if you have the money. It's very, very cheap. I picked it up for about $10. I believe originally it's about 20 or 15 or 20, I believe originally. So it's not that much. It's American dollars. So yeah, definitely be sure to check it out. Until then, thank you for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care.